The Onondaga County executive shows us the curves he wants us to flatten.
If you get to that, you get a situation where your hospitals are in huge trouble, and we're opening up Manley Fieldhouse.
Let's take a closer look at the models he's showing us, which is how doctors think coronavirus will spread in Syracuse. Each curve has its own peak in number of people infected, based on different levels of social distancing. Dr. Catherine Anderson, part of the Upstate Medical University team that made the model, explains the danger of no social distancing, shown in blue.
We see the alarming peak of the worst case scenario, where each infectious individual infects 2.7 other people. And we see a devastating epidemic that our community is not prepared for.
Since the community is social distancing somewhat, we already avoided the worst case scenario. But the other scenarios shown aren't much better. Cell phone tracking suggests people in Onondaga County have reduced movement by 40%, which leads to the projection in red.
We're nowhere near the worst case scenario, but even in the red peak, our hospitals would be overwhelmed. So we need to restrict our movements even more. We need to practice even more extreme social distancing and move towards, and I would say even beyond, the yellow line.
Yellow is based on 50% reduced movement, which the doctor thinks only delays the overwhelming of hospitals to July. Her suggestion, aiming for a 70% reduction in movement. So what does 70% look like in real life?
That's a very good question. I think it means, so as you mentioned, we're all still going to the grocery store, right? Grocery stores are still open. They should be open. We're all going to the pharmacy. But I think it means that we question even more every single trip we make. Did I need to make that trip today, or could I have batched it all together and made one trip every 2 weeks?
Your yellow line has the peak August 15th. Does that mean this community will be social distancing until the summer?
It's too soon to assume that that will be our fate. What we do need to do is get a handle on this virus right now, or it's going to be out of control in our community.
Those trying need to try harder. Those who aren't need to start. Doctor's orders. In Syracuse, Andrew Donovan, News Channel 9.